So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our conjunction video of the week. And this week we're going to be covering our conjunction of Moon, Mars, Jupiter, and Ketu. And what happens when these four planets are conjunct in your horoscope, meaning that they're in the same sign and the same house in your horoscope. And as always, if you do not know if you have this conjunction, what are the planetary placements you have, all your planets and their nakshatras. For that, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, Astrology, Conjunction, Aspects, and Mahadashas at the Speed of Light, including all my consultations at this link and some of my new readings at this link. So, Moon, Mars, Jupiter, Ketu conjunction. So just like the last one that I made of Moon, Mars, Jupiter, and Rahu, it is quite similar to that. But the thing is, this particular conjunction has the tendency to go into extreme of things. Like one of the things that we notice, now obviously let me backtrack. Moon, as you know, represents the mother, mind, comfort, happiness. Okay, and it's the storage of your karmas. And Mars is action, anger, violence, protection, athleticism. Your energy, the energy that you have within you is Mars. And Jupiter's wisdom, teachers, preachers, counselor, advisors, your belief system, your intelligence. And Ketu is rejection, isolation, introvertedness, cutting, separating. Ketu represents nothingness. And Ketu can also represent extreme explosions as well, radicalism. So when we see this conjunction, okay, and the sensitivity of this conjunction comes in the sign and the house that it's placed in. Because we want to see which planets by sign and by house placement becomes the strongest. But you got to understand, in this particular conjunction, Moon is present, which is very important to know. Moon is present. Whenever Moon is present in a conjunction, it becomes far more active than any other conjunction in your horoscope. Why? Because it's directly impacting the mind. So on one end, we see that the person becomes a very good strategist, very good statistical and logical person. Somebody who's able to cut through nonsense and go straight to the point. Like your mother most definitely was like a cutthroat person. If somebody did something wrong, she will tell them. If you did something wrong, you're going to pay for that. But on the other side, this person can also become very disciplined towards spiritual practices. Very disciplined towards meditation, wanting to know the highest wisdom, and they're ready to cut through any illusion and barriers to understand the wisdom. So you see how they're both extremes. On one side, you are trying to cut through and be disciplined about knowing the wisdom. On the other side, you're able to just cut somebody's throat. And why would you cut somebody's throat? Why would you cut someone? Why would you, destroy someone? Is because they're challenging your belief system. Because the thing is, as much as Moon, Mars, Jupiter are friends, okay, it's like because they're friends shows that you have the capacity to be principled person. Like you're a principled person. You follow certain strategic procedures and principles no matter what. But what if they are not in coinciding with the nature? See, when you say right or wrong, good or bad, it has to be judged through the eyes of the nature. Is nature being destroyed? Is nature being preserved? Or is nature being progressed? So when somebody comes and say your principles are wrong, what you're doing is not right, you need to stop it, that's where they will take the knife and cut them. No, you do not come and tell me what my beliefs are. So you have to be very careful as parents when you have this conjunction. is what exactly are you telling your children? I couldn't care less if you're a racist, if you're a bigot, if you're ignorant, if you think that your race is superior to the other one. That's fine. You have believed them, you go for it. But just remember, if inside you, you know that, yeah, what we're doing is wrong, we just have to do it because it's fun. We're trolls. Just know that you do not want to impact your child with this conjunction, and impact your belief system onto them, because then they will not only believe in that system, they will hold a sword, a knife. So it's very important that you put the right belief system in them. Because even the most dangerous criminal, the biggest of racists, internally they know they're wrong. They just have to play this thing out because that's their ego. And education-wise, this makes a person a great lawyer, researcher, somebody who becomes very good with like statistics, logic, and management. Like management is very good for these people, but the problem is you might be the manager who's the most hated in the company, because you have such strict principles that you feel like everybody should be following them. While that might not be the right thing for the company, that may not be the right thing for the corporation, that may be the right thing for you because you grew up with it. So if you're like a manager with this conjunction, you better like sit quietly in a meditative state and think, what am I doing? Whatever I'm doing in my life, in my professional life, is that something other wants? Because remember, other people will not have this conjunction as you do. And this is where the beauty of realization comes in. So if let's say you are a really mean person, or you wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning and you do all these things, and yet everybody else around you hates it and they do not like it, and you feel like, no, I want to change them. Just remember, they may not have the planetary alignment that will allow them to do this, or may even want them to do this. So once you are aware, that's when you balance things out. This is why astrology is important. Now, it's not important when you're going to get the promotion or marriage or children. It's whatever your surroundings are, how do you balance yourself with that surrounding? So if you have certain conjunction, certain yogas that makes you this way, but your wife, your children are completely different from you, from who you are. Well, if you implement those things on your family, they're going to hate you. They're going to feel like, oh my God, when is my dad going to die? But once you realize that, okay, this is who I am, but these are not these people. So I need to balance myself out. Teach them a little bit, but teach them in a way where they will grasp it. Once you do that, your life becomes beautiful. Everything just magically happens. And that's what it is. Astrology, the purpose of astrology is to balance yourself with your surroundings. Okay? So guys, this was my analysis of Moon, Mars, Jupiter, Ketu conjunction. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below, and if you want to know where your conjunction is placed, all my books, your reports, consultations, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.